My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most caring doctor in medicine. Never forget that after more than 30 years in medicine, Dr. B genuinely loves you and Dr. B genuinely cares about you. Today, Dr. B wants to tell you about why is it that canola oil is a wonderful vegetable oil for you, and why is it that Dr. B drinks canola oil every day, together, of course, with walnut oil and olive oil. You see this canola oil? I'm not advertising any brand. 100% pure, unprocessed canola oil. Look how beautiful in this big gallon. Same thing for my olive oil and my walnut oil. I buy them unprocessed, big freaking gallon that I open. Once it is opened, I put it in my refrigerator in order to avoid rancification. Rancification is the oxidation of vegetable oils. Once you have vegetable oil opened, do not leave it at room temperature in your kitchen, because little by little it's going to undergo oxidation, destruction of the quality of the oil, the good polyunsaturated fatty acids. We call that rancification. So do like Dr. B. Once you open it, you put it in your refrigerator. Look at this little container. Do you see it? Tiny little container. Pay attention to this. I have millions in my kitchen. 30 cc's, 1 fluid ounce. I fill it up morning, afternoon, evening with olive oil, walnut oil, canola oil, and I alternate. So when I have my eggs in the morning, I pour 30 cc's of olive oil. And then if I had already olive oil, for my lunch, which is always little snacks, I drink the same thing of canola oil. And then at night, when I come back from my gym, when I have my so-called dinner, which is not a dinner, it's my protein juice, blah, 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 always keto, I drink 30 cc's of walnut oil. So I always alternate between olive oil, walnut oil, and canola oil. I have the 3 gallons like this in my refrigerator. Today I want to tell you what a magnificent oil is canola oil. It is so cheap compared to walnut oil and olive oil. If you want to have good quality olive oil and walnut oil, it's expensive. I can afford it, but I'm just telling you that canola oil is so cheap, 5 times cheaper but it's an amazing oil. Why is that? Pay attention to the ratio of omega-6 fatty acid to omega-3 fatty acids, right? These are essential fatty acids. You need to have these fatty acids in your diet. Otherwise, you're not going to be healthy. Look at the ratio of 2 to 1. The closer the ratio to 1 to 1, the better the vegetable oil. Look at it. Look at canola oil. Ratio of 2 to 1. It's an amazing oil. Remember that omega-6, you need omega-6 in your diet, obviously. But if you eat too much omega-6, you're going to develop nasty chronic inflammation, because omega-6 is a pro-inflammatory fatty acid, right? All the studies have confirmed that omega-6 to omega-3 ratio should be in your diet as close as possible to 1 to 1. Look at this one, canola oil, 2 to 1. Now, compare this to corn oil, nasty corn oil, 58 to 1. Is there anyone who still eats or drink with their salad and cooking and eating or drinking corn oil. Is there anybody who still does that? I don't get it, but it really means you don't understand any cazzo about molecular biology and biochemistry. Anybody who drinks corn oil is doing massive amount of harm to itself, to himself or herself, or your kids. Look, 58 to 1s. And then no wonder why after 10 years you're going to develop chronic inflammations. That when you're going to do the blood test like Dr. B, I do it every 6 months. The chronic inflammation panel, absolutely normal. I have zero inflammation in my body. Again, compare the 2 to 1 of magnificent canola oil to this nasty corn oil, 58 to 1. And now even worse. Look at this sunflower oil, 128 to 1. Is there still anybody who drinks or puts in their salad or blah food sunflower oil? Is there anybody still around that does that? I don't get it. I don't understand it, because there is so much knowledge and information around that anybody who is still drinking, eating, putting in their salad, in their food, cooking, blah, 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 with sunflower oil, 128 ratio omega-6 to omega-3, or corn oil, 58 to 1. Listen, get up right now, go to your kitchen. Any corn oil, any sunflower oil that you have, throw them in the garbage. Stick with this beautiful canola oil. I apologize. Where did I put it? Canola oil, 2 to 1 canola oil, and walnut oil, olive oil. Now, walnut oil and olive oil are a little bit higher than 2 to 1, but they have also other benefits and blah, blah, blah. But they will never reach the level of 128, this nasty sunflower oil and this nasty corn oil. This is why Dr. B alternate every day 30 cc's. You see this little cup? Beautiful little cup. And I have a ton of them in my kitchen. They're cheap. You buy them from Amazon. But you don't throw it away. You just rinse it. I use them for a lot of other reasons. But you see this? I have ton in my bathroom. I have ton in my kitchen. They are graduated. You can measure half a fluid ounce, which is 30 cc's, or 1 fluid ounce. I apologize. 1 fluid ounce, 30 cc's, or half a fluid ounce, which is 30 divided by 2, which is 15 cc's. 1 cc is 1 milliliter, same thing, right? Look how beautiful. And I drink 3 of these at least per day, at least. I'm super healthy. It is so good for you. But make sure that you stay close to a ratio of 2 to 1. And that is why, long time ago, together with walnut oil and olive oil, I adopted this beautiful canola oil. I bring to my body all the omega-6 and omega-3 that I need to be healthy, but I don't bring too much omega-6 because all the studies have confirmed that too much omega-6 is really bad for you. And the average American diet, the average person out there in America, the average person, whether it's a kid or an adult, has a ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 of 25 to 1. Think about that. The average person out there in America and everywhere in the Western world, blah, 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 in their diet, the average ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 that they have is 25 to 1. Remember, ideal 1 to 1. I must be probably at 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 or 4 to 1 or maybe 6 to 1, right? But you need to decrease that ratio. Ideal 1 to 1. Ideal. But you will never reach 1 to 1. It's impossible because there's way more omega-6 than omega-3 in everything that you eat. But you need to get, like Dr. B, very close to, I'm about 3, 4, 5 to 1s. The average American out there, 25 to 1. That is why a huge amount of people develop chronic inflammation, which is responsible for dementia, heart failure, angiopathies, and blah, 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 and of course, decreased immune system, and of course, accelerated aging, and blah, blah, blah. I love you guys. Do not forget olive oil, walnut oil, and canola oil, and I gave you the proof. Those who don't believe me, go on PubMed, Public Medline. This is the gold standard. This is the Google of medicine. The Google of medicine, surgery. I'm talking about the science. I'm not talking about YouTube, somebody said so. This is the science, the scientific evidence. All the studies that have been published in every field of medicine, biology, biochemistry, molecular biology, surgery, pharmacology, all the studies that bring you the scientific proof, the scientific evidence, not the bullshit that all these influencers tell you. The proof is on PubMed. But you don't have to do that. Dr. B does that for you because I go on PubMed constantly to improve my medical knowledge, my surgical knowledge, my knowledge of the latest medication, latest publication. I'm constantly improving my knowledge and skills in medicine despite already 30 years at high level in medicine. I love you, but this is the Google of medicine, the truth, the scientific truth. That's it. But again, you need to have advanced knowledge of medicine and medical terminology and biochemical knowledge and blah, blah. So it's not easy for everyone. So the regular Joe or Jane, if they go on PubMed and try to read a study, they're not going to understand because it's technical. Do you know what I'm saying? Just me, if you teach me about computer coding, right? Coding, computer, I'm not going to understand because I'm not a computer expert. All I know is to use a computer, but I'm not an expert computer scientist. So it's the same thing. But don't worry, Dr. B took the Hippocratic oath more than 30 years ago, and I will never betray my oath, and I promise that I will always bring you the truth, the science, the scientific evidence, and I will never put my benefit above yours. So just follow me and trust me. You don't have to waste your time going on PubMed because I do it for you, and I love to do that to improve my medical and surgical knowledge for the last decades, many decades. I love you guys regardless of your politics, sexual orientation, blah, 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 Democrat, Republican, independent, man, woman, anything in between, black, white, Latino, blah, Muslim, Hindu, Jew, blah, blah, blah. I love you. I love you. I love you. I give you a big hug. Put your question, your comment down there. Thank you for your viewership. Kapkunna krab, sawadee krab. I will get back to you as soon as I have the time in my beautiful but busy life. Kapkunna krab, sawadee krab. Thank you for your viewership, your support, your encouragement, your tips, blah, 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 so that I can increase the size of this community and help more and more people, because that's why I went to medicine, for the love of science, medicine, and helping people. I love you. I hope to talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.